Divorce is a difficult process that no one ever wants to go through. It can be overwhelming, and it's important to have legal guidance if you are considering filing for divorce or if your spouse has already filed for divorce. This video will discuss men's rights during the divorce process and provide some tips for navigating this challenging situation with integrity and grace. You will learn about what steps you should take, as well as things to avoid in order to ensure that your rights are protected throughout the process. Know your rights. Men have certain rights when it comes to divorce proceedings, including the right to be represented by a lawyer, the right to participate in mediation or other alternative dispute resolution processes, and the right to equal parenting time with any children of the marriage. Additionally, men may be entitled spousal support maintenance payments depending on their financial circumstances after separation divorce. Understanding these rights can help you make better decisions throughout the process while ensuring that your interests are fully considered and protected at all times. Consider alternatives. While filing for divorce is certainly an option available in many countries, e.g. USA, UK, Australia, and Canada, men should consider exploring alternatives before taking such drastic action, which could have long-lasting effects not only emotionally, but also financially. Some couples find counseling beneficial in helping them work through issues leading up to their decision for dissolution of marriage. Other alternatives include informal negotiations between parties outside of court, where individuals can come together and try to resolve matters without having third-party interference from judges who do not know either party personally. Such resolutions often end up being less costly than going through official court proceedings. Gather necessary information before taking any further steps towards getting divorced. It is essential that both spouses gather vital information about each other's assets, finances, and liabilities so they both understand their individual positions prior entering into settlement negotiations or litigation proceedings later down the line, possibly involving child custody arrangements, etc. Gathering such information helps identify potential areas of dispute early on so couples can address them accordingly, whereas failing could potentially result in delays during the course of proceeding, thus causing more stress and frustration associated with ending the relationship itself. Seek legal assistance. It is highly recommended that divorcing partners seek professional legal advice regarding various aspects related state laws governing family matters, etc. Good attorneys familiarize themselves with local regulations surrounding different facets involved, such as asset division, property ownership, debt code, etc. In addition, they could represent clients' respective perspectives within courts, providing compelling arguments-based facts presented, hence increasing chances favorable outcome desired by those involved. Take care of yourself. Going through a divorce can be an emotionally draining experience, leaving those affected feeling overwhelmed, depressed, anxious, amongst numerous emotions stemming from the situation itself. Therefore, it is extremely important to prioritize self-care practices like physical activity, meditation, yoga, hobbies. Anything else helps relax, recharge, allowing positive mental well-being remain intact despite turbulent moments endured during journey ahead. This video does not provide legal, financial, or tax advice. The information provided in this video is for informational purposes only and should not be interpreted as legal advice. If you require legal advice, please contact a qualified attorney, for example, by signing up for a free course on our website DivorceLab.pro. We will connect you with a pre-selected lawyers or other experts you may need. Join our free course to learn how to navigate the divorce process. Learn about the negative impact of divorce on you, children, and family, and how to protect your rights. Pre-selected experts are available to help men through this difficult time. Get it free now at DivorceLab.pro. Understand the legal process of divorce in your country and state, including any applicable laws or regulations that may affect you. Seek out a qualified lawyer who specializes in family law to help guide you through the process and protect your rights as a man during divorce proceedings. Educate yourself on all aspects of the divorce process, such as child custody arrangements, division of assets, alimony payments, and other financial matters related to ending a marriage legally. Take time for self-care by engaging in activities that bring joy into your life, such as exercise, hobbies, or spending time with friends and family members who can provide emotional support throughout this difficult period in your life. Consider seeking professional counseling from an experienced therapist if needed to help cope with feelings associated with going through a divorce like sadness, anger, or guilt, which are common emotions men experience when facing marital dissolution. Make sure all documents related to finances are organized before filing for divorce so it is easier for both parties involved to understand what assets need divided up between them once court proceedings begin. Be aware that some states have mandatory waiting periods before granting divorces, which could range anywhere from 30 days up until 1 year depending on where you live. Know how much money will be required up front for attorney fees, court costs, filing fees, etc., so there aren't any surprises down the line when trying to pay these expenses off later on. Research different types of mediation services available if both spouses agree they want an amicable resolution without having their case go through litigation at trial courts. Try not make decisions based solely on emotion, but instead think logically about what would be the best long-term solution financially speaking, even though it might not feel good initially due to short-term losses incurred during settlement negotiations, e.g. splitting retirement accounts. Don't forget about tax implications associated with getting divorced, since certain deductions may no longer apply after separation has been finalized, e.g. joint returns, while others could potentially increase due changes made within household income levels post-divorce, e.g. single filer status. Keep communication open between ex-spouse regarding children's needs, especially if there is shared custody arrangement place, because being able to work together cohesively will benefit everyone involved, most importantly kids themselves over course years ahead following split parents apart from each other's lives permanently. Divorces happen, but understanding how best navigate turbulent waters whilst respecting yourself and others involves key to maintaining healthy relationships in the future too. Hopefully following pieces of advice provided here today would enable me to achieve the same goal successfully, making transition smoother, easier, and ultimately happier life for everyone concerned. Thank you for watching. Join our free course to learn how to navigate the divorce process. Learn about the negative impact of divorce on you, children, and family, and how to protect your rights. Pre-selected experts are available to help men through this difficult time. Get it free now at DivorceLab Pro.